Hello everyone, welcome to Job Skill Share. This is another information and also a little hands-on video. I would call this a warm-up lab for anyone that are looking into Windows servers and trying to put their hands on. But since you're new to it, you're kind of worried what equipment should you get and all that, but you just want to test out without all that and you have no resources. This is for you. Just like I shared this video just a day ago. If you go to the site, log in, the first video, you will see something here, hands-on Active Directory for free. When you watch this video, I already shared this with you guys, but in this video I'm going to share something a little bit more now for the guys who are looking into servers and trying to get the idea. So just to make things a little clear, I'm going to open this up and just to give you guys a scenario. How would you go for a warm-up lab without having equipment and all that? So just think of a small business scenario where you can have internet, you got a router, you got a switch, and then you have one server that you want to play around with, and then you have clients, printers, and the remote desktop, meaning there's someone remotely needs to work into this office. Now, of course, we're not going to be doing this in this lab, but just to give you guys an idea that this server will be basically your domain controller. This is going to be also your DHCP server, your DNS server. So you can see these roles, right? All these server roles and features that you are going to be installing on this server. You need to get your hands first on these things because you need to learn that. And sometimes it's kind of confuse people that how did everything get started, or I don't have servers to play around with. I really want to learn all of these roles and features first, and then I would like to go ahead and get my servers and buy some stuff and then play around with it. So this video is going to help you guys. So what you need to do is first go to Google, and same way we went to this site last time, Microsoft Virtual Labs, and you click on this first link right here and you will get to this link. Now again, important thing that you guys need to remember, if you're new to this stuff, new to IT, when you see all these labs, you might get lost in different labs. You might get excited, but that's going to be a waste of energy in my thing, because most of the time when you start working on too many things, your mind can't take it, and then you basically give up and just close the lab. So don't do that. Simply that if you're here just to follow what you want to accomplish, like for example you want to accomplish this stuff, all learning about DHCP, Active Directory and everything like that, then just stick to one lab. And the lab that I choose over here, I just uncheck this and I am going to Windows Server. In Windows Server, then I'm going to drop this and then click on Windows Server 2012 R2, and this is the lab that I really like. Okay, and I'll tell you guys why I like this. But I'm using Firefox. The best way to do this is to click on IE because it's a Microsoft product. You want to use it with Microsoft. Internet Explorer will work with it. It's pretty good, you know. So open your IE and do the same process again. Now you could use your Firefox or Chrome. You just have to use the web client. Sometimes it crashes. I mean, it crashes with IE too, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't have some of the things installed, but same thing. You just type virtual or Microsoft Virtual Lab. Actually, let me just type Microsoft Virtual, so we want the same thing. Microsoft Virtual Labs, and then we'll click on the first link again, and we will uncheck the first hot labs. Then we'll go to Windows Server, then Windows Server 2012 R2, and this is the lab that I'm looking for, and you'll click on Get Started. Now you need to sign in with Microsoft account here. You can use your Outlook account, you can use your Hotmail account, you can use your Live account. I'll go ahead and log in. So once you log in, you will see the Launch Lab. You click on that, and to get a good result, if Windows Client work for you, try that. Let's go ahead and we will try the Windows Client first. Let's see what happens. And just a bit, I will explain why I picked this lab and not the other labs. So you will get this first page. You just minimize this. We don't want to do anything with the manual because you can, once you finish everything, all these labs and everything, when you know everything, like all these roles and features, then you can just do these labs, and they're really cool labs. So right now it's basically preparing the servers. So in reality, basically what you're doing right now, you're someone who is installing all these servers, and everything is ready for you. Now the best thing about this lab is that if you had to do this on a real machine, then you would need all these servers physically. I mean, they cost money. Definitely new servers, meaning more powerful servers required and all that. 64-bit, you can even go down 32-bit. So you're basically lucky here that this thing is free. And if you're watching this video after a few years and you don't see these links, then they are changed. Maybe you want to use another lab. So here you have domain controller already running. So in a real world scenario, you have already got this thing running here. So somebody, let's say, installed it, or you installed it. You installed the whole domain controller, you named it this company right here, contoso.com, whatever it is. So in reality, basically you have this lab running right now. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, that we are just doing a warm-up. This is not actually getting this lab, but just to give you guys a picture of things are running right now, and you're at the point where you want to learn things like DHCP, DNS, printers, all that. You can actually test it here hands-on, meaning you got the DHCP running here. If you click on the server manager here, you will see right now that what roles are already running on this server. So this is a domain controller, and just give it a second and you will see right here, this is a Active Directory is installed on this server, DHCP is installed on this server, DNS is installed, file and storage, so IIS is installed, remote access is installed, and you can go to tools and also see what else is available out there. And also you can add roles over here, and now you can go and check all these roles. If you click on the domain controller, which is this one right here, and click next, you will see the roles right here. What can you do more right now? You can add a remote server, remote access, you can add a print and document services, you can add Hyper-V, you can add network policies, you can all add these. So if you go to the features, you can also play it with all the advanced features that comes with the server. So you can see where I'm taking this video right now. Meaning this lab is for something else, but you just made your own scenario of a domain controller, and now you need to work on clients. The best way about this lab is that it gives you clients right here. So one client is already on the domain, it's connected. The other client is on the work group. So you can actually learn about how to add a computer to the domain. Remember we talked this in a help desk course and Active Directory courses, and how cool this is that you just go to web browser and you can do all this stuff by learning over here. Now if you want to learn about Active Directory stuff, just for Active Directory, you can just click over here and you open that, and you can play around with users, disable user, add users, and then go to this computer, log in as that users, add a computer, change the computer name, come over here, change the computer name. Then you have all the other servers. You can click on the servers over here, and then you can add all different features on these servers. Maybe you don't want this on your domain controller. In this scenario, you added another server over here, and that's going to be a print server to be able to manage these printers from one place. Now you can just create that scenario over here. You do have a time limitation over here. These are the things that you need to look into. So in my case, I mean, what I would do and take a full benefit out of these labs are if I go to domain controller and learn all of these DHCP and DNS, most important part of DHCP and DNS ones, event waiver, trying to troubleshoot the servers, all this stuff is very important. So if you click on the DHCP right now and you go ahead and drill down, you have, I mean, how many times you went to the book and read this stuff, how many times you have watched the videos of someone doing this stuff. Now you have a chance to basically put your hands on and play around with it. If you mess up, you have 100 minutes, just restart the lab again, learn it more. The more you put your hands on this stuff, the less scary it's going to be for you guys. And then once you're done with this stuff, now you already have an idea that you have a smaller idea of how things works. Actually, you can add things and kind of take this as in, like, image this in your mind that you're working on a small company. So once you're done with this, we are basically creating we have a full course of this one right here, Windows Server, Windows System Administrator course, where you can go inside and learn about the whole DHCP stuff, DNS stuff. We actually have a full DNS course. So if you go there to course catalog and just type DNS, there's a full DNS course over here. So when you go to this course, you can learn all that stuff ahead of the time, and then you turn this lab on again, and then now you can basically go to the DNS right here, and then you play around with all the DNS stuff, and when you change some stuff over here, you can go to the servers and make sure that it's working. This is what you call a hands-on lab, but also with the limitation. But the limitation versus that you have free lab, no hardware requirement, everything just running from the internet. That's what I call pretty cool stuff. It wasn't like this a few years ago. Now you have this availability, you can do this. So I will take a full benefit out of these labs before they change, before they take them down. I don't know, maybe they will leave it up. But like I said, if you're watching this video after a few years and you don't see this link, that means it's not available. You just need to find another lab with scenario like this, DC, servers, some clients, and then you play around with them. So hopefully this lab will be a warm-up lab for you guys. Just go ahead and play around with it, and then when we start doing everything physically, showing you guys a hands-on, you will have a good idea of what we're trying to do in all these labs and courses. Thanks for watching Job Skills Share, and see you guys in a different video. Bye bye.